Welcome everybody to MMA Makrks. Today is December 26, 2018. We got a lot to talk about. So, I'm Ricky.
I'm Buddy.
Let's get down to business. What's up, guys? Oh, I didn't even introduce our newest guest here. We have Mr. Donovan coming in. How you doing, Donovan?
I'm good. It's always a pleasure. Glad to finally make it on with you guys.
That's what's up, man. So, we had a lot of drama happen this Christmas week. What do you guys think of everything that's going down with this John Jones Gustafson fight?
They're all on steroids. All of them.
They are. Any words, bud?
About the fights?
Uh-huh.
I can't wait. I wish they would have been over the weekend. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy they're moving the whole card. Now people are losing money and all kinds of, like...
Do you blame John Jones for that? Or do you blame Dana?
I blame Nevada.
Nevada?
Yeah.
You think Nevada should have took the card?
I think they should have moved up the hearing so that it could have been on Christmas Eve, and then therefore they would have had the whole week to go ahead and okay and clear John Jones. But apparently Dana said they didn't have enough time for that. So the whole card has to get moved.
Do you think Nevada would have cleared John Jones had they seen the evidence?
Of course, with like some picogram crap. I mean, we're talking about like 50 millionths of a grain of salt. Obviously, that's not going to... You can't even ingest that much.
Sounds like he's got a damn good masking agent, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean...
Because you can't even ingest that. So either it's still in your system after, 3.5 years? Or he's got a really good masking agent.
Well, that's what they're saying. It's in the system after 18 months, not 3.5 years.
Cheater.
When's the last time he fought?
18 months ago.
18 months ago. Okay.
Who cares?
Well, at least we get to see the fight, which is I'm happy about. Yeah. I mean, I blame Jones for being an asshole and making the decision to do the steroids in the first place, because he is guilty of it one way or another. Maybe he took them this time, maybe he didn't, but he has taken them in the past, and that's his fucking fault. And now it's affecting a bunch of other people that they have to move the whole entire fight to a different location. That's fucked up, man.
He's never admittedly taken them, and they never exactly said it was his fault. The times that ended up in his system, it was proven that it wasn't taken on purpose.
So you're saying because it was a tainted supplement, John Jones goes without fault?
I'm saying I don't think it was a tainted supplement, but I'm just saying how it is. The story is
right.
This is how the story goes. This is what they're telling us.
Right.
I don't believe that's the case, but that's what the story is.
All right. Quick recap for somebody who's been living under a rock for the past couple days. John Jones came up positive for a really, really, really tiny amount of steroids, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission would not sanction a fight. So instead of canceling the fight, UFC moved the whole entire card to Inglewood, California at the Forum in a week's time. So they had to move everybody, move all the fight camps, move all the fighters, and everybody who bought tickets. I think some people are going to be out of money. Some people are going to be out of hotel accommodations, flights, everything, you name it. People are all messed up. But UFC wanted to put on a fight, so they moved the whole thing to Inglewood. That being said, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think John Jones gets too much preferential treatment. But I do like the fact that he's fighting. What do you think, bud? You're over there. Yeah, give him...
Well, look, shout out to my boy Kevin, over at the Backlog Podcast. I just want to shout you out because I'm about to rip on you.
Oh, shit.
Ricky just pulled a Kevin.
I just pulled a Kevin.
He went on a long-ass rant.
Nah.
But, yeah, so how I feel about the situation, I mean, they're going to reimburse the people that bought tickets. There's no way they can't.
Yeah, but what about the flight plans? Yeah,
No. I'm talking about, like, the venue will give them a voucher. To anybody that UFC does, you know what I mean? But either way, they're not going to get fucked completely. You know what I mean? But I think the real victims of this situation are the other fighters.
Yeah.
because Nevada doesn't do taxing,
Right. So they're
and
losing
now
money.
they're losing a lot of money due to taxing in California.
That's gonna suck, man.
So they're anybody getting money. The real people losing the money are the fighters.
Yeah. That is true. I didn't even think about that.
You also got to think of all the people that came in here, from Sweden, from Brazil, from all the other places that bought tickets and hotel plans for Nevada. Now have to, if they're willing to, either drive from Nevada over to California, or they have to cancel their plans and go ahead and rebook everything over in Inglewood.
That's what I was thinking of too. I mean, you got people coming over here from Sweden saying, okay, we're going to watch the fight on Saturday, stay till Monday, have a nice New Year's Eve. Now all that shit's going to get scrapped because of some asshole who decided to take steroids. Whether it's this week or 18 months ago, still some asshole decided to take steroids, and that fucked up their whole New Year's Eve plans.
Well, those people can still stay in Vegas and watch it from a bar.
Yeah, because that's what they really
But
wanted
the-
to get on a plane for.
The point I was trying to make is the money being lost from the fighters is going to be way bigger than the people's flights and hotels. Unless you're getting literally like star treatment, but by then you're
Right.
getting it
doesn't
given
matter.
to you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, what do you think he's guilty though? In all honesty,
100%.
Okay. What about you? Do you think he's guilty, John Jones? Come on, Donovan. What you think?
I'm thinking from the evidence and the way it is supported and explained through Dana White and the UFC, no, he is not guilty.
So he's an innocent man.
He's far from innocent. I mean, he even says that himself.
Right.
But he, in this case, I don't think it's his fault. No.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's 100% his fault. I think he's an asshole, and I hope he loses.
Donovan drinking the Dana White Kool-Aid over there.
Dana White sold him on a fight. That's his job, though. That's what.
Nah, I mean, the experts are saying that too. I mean, Dana White's and UFC's probably paying him to say that, but the experts are saying it's a accidental tainted supplement.
Yeah.
But that man is known to abuse drugs and alcohol and everything else.
Repeatedly.
You know, he gets all coked up.
Cocaine don't help you in a fight.
Cocaine's
The
a hell
hell
of
it
a drug.
don't. The hell it don't.
Cocaine don't help you. It's not a performance-enhancing drug.
I don't know, man. You ever been on coke? It hypes you up pretty quick. I'm just saying. But be that as it may.
We need a
whatever.
coke expert.
Oh, there are none in this room.
Next episode, crackhead special guest.
So what about the other fights on this card, man? When you got Amanda Nunes and Cyborg, you got Conda and Chiesa, you got a lot of good fights, man. What are you guys looking forward to? Other than Jones and Gustafson.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a war. The
But-
co-main event, Cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
We got Cyborg, the China of UFC, MMA. You know, if any of you are old school wrestling fans. And then you got Amanda Nunes or Nunes, however you pronounce it. She's just really tough. She beat up Rousey. She beat up Misha Tate. You know, she beat up a lot of people.
Yeah, she has.
And
She fucking destroyed Rousey, but she ain't ever seen nobody like Cyborg, yo.
what do you think over there?
I don't know. On a side note, if you're talking about China, imagine if the UFC had like an NWO that like came in there.
I always thought that like you got the Diaz brothers and stuff. They come in there during a fight.
Yeah,
Dude,
just like, fuck Dana White. You know?
think about it though, like you got the Irish crew versus the Russian crew. How that went down.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is kind of like NWO and meets DX type of deal. It's just like two sides, but I mean, it was getting into a war.
So I mean, I don't know. But that would be crazy. You go to see the Diaz brothers come in and disrupt everything and
Just jump over the cage and start fucking up the fight.
NWO.
Bruce Buffer gets a choke slams.
Hell no. Leave Bruce Buffer out of this.
Hey,
oh, if it was Mark Goddard though. If
Mark Goddard gets fucked up. I'm coming in with a steel chair, son.
But
Oh, man.
but last week we talked about this briefly, and you have Amanda Nunes winning this fight on a TKO in the 5th round.
You have that written down?
I absolutely do.
That's cool. I was actually talking about this to a coworker of mine and earlier today, and I mean, I did start to think about like the whole size advantage. When you got two great fighters, size comes into it can be a big advantage because if they're both kind of like equal when it comes to skill wise. But I still think so. Size and strength advantage is cool, but I think the speed advantage. I think she's gonna be able, and I think she's gonna have more cardio than Cyborg. So I'll stick with that. Late 4th, early 5th TKO because she's gonna tire her out, and then it's just gonna get worse and worse, and she's gonna end up catching her really good, and then.
What do you got, Donovan?
The Holly Holm fight with her and Cyborg, did it go to distance?
Yes, it
went
did.
To distance?
It went all 5 rounds. And she won that fight.
I don't know. I'm going to just have to say Nunes as well, but I'm going to do 3rd round. I don't think she'll last. They're both really heavy hitters.
You think Nunes is going to knock out Cyborg in the 3rd round?
Knockout or TKO? I think
the
so.
third round?
I think they're not afraid of each other. You think Nunes? She pretty much planned this fight. She got it on her timing. She was able to put on the weight, do everything she wanted to do in this time. It's not like we're gonna see. Me and Buddy were talking about it earlier, like Rory McDonald versus
Musasi?
Yeah, Musasi,
Yeah.
where McDonald was just like, yeah, I'll fight him, and like just jumped up a weight class. No, she took the time to put on the weight, develop everything, train for Cyborg to fight her.
I agree. I agree to an extent, but Cyborg is just scary.
I don't know. I'm tired
Like-
of the Cyborg hype train.
But Nunez, I have, what is it? I have underestimated her entire career. I always thought she was going to get beat. I didn't think she was that good until she fought Raquel Pennington. I knew she was going to kill her, but yeah, I just don't see her beating Cyborg at all. I think she's going to get hit once with Cyborg and cover up just like all of them do. I mean, Holly Holm.
I don't know that first fight she had in the UFC against that old woman with the beer gut.
Oh, Leslie Smith?
No, was that her first fight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
Leslie Smith.
Whose first fight?
Cyborgs.
That was her second fight. Cyborg's second fight was with that woman.
In the UFC, her first fight in the UFC.
What was her second fight?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I thought that was her first fight in the UFC. She fought an older woman.
Leslie Smith, I just told you.
No. She looked like an older woman.
Okay.
I know what Leslie Smith looks
Okay,
like.
be that as it may.
All
What
right.
happened? What happened in that fight to you?
It was pretty crazy. She was taking a lot of punishment.
Right, but what happened in the end?
She got her ass whooped, all right?
Thank you. That's how it always ends
But
with
she
Cyborg.
didn't get hit once and then back down.
The opponent gets their ass whipped.
So they're both the same height, too. They're both 5'8".
Yeah, but I mean,
Cyborg was on steroids.
Now, have we seen? Yeah, she is. That's for real. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. To bring it back to John Jones for a second, is anybody else getting popped for steroids in this? I mean,
Every Brazilian fighter.
I mean, you have BJ Penn. He's been popped before. What is it? Cyborg been popped before. Who else? Who else is on here?
Silva's been popped. Anderson Silva.
Well,
He's not-
He's not on here.
he's talking about the card.
Just
the
the-
card.
Oh,
card.
on this
Yeah,
card. Okay.
on this card. And has Uriah Hall been popped?
No.
I think Zingano got popped once.
No, you didn't.
I thought she did.
Oh, hold on.
And that
Who?
Kat Zingano.
Oh, For some reason, I thought you were talking about like Francis Ngannou,
No, Cat Zingano.
and I was thinking like he ain't even on this fight. That's why I was like, who?
Nah. But I mean, none of them are coming up with steroids at all. So I don't know. It just pisses me off to hear about all this crap.
Tanya Evinger or whatever her name is.
But yeah. So I think Cyborg's going to destroy Nunez first round knockout. And
That's nuts.
I know. Calling her shot. You guys think it's going to be more of a competitive fight? You guys are probably right because I've been very wrong the last 2 weeks.
Hey, that last one I called almost everything, didn't I?
You did. You were very, very good.
Now
so,
look.
Go
ahead.
Ricky, real quick. Sorry, buddy. You think Cyborg's going to knock Nunez out in the first round?
Yes.
So
Yes, I
do you think Holly Holm is better than Nunez?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
I do. I think Holly Holm is way better than Nunez.
So the fact that Miesha Tate beat Holly Holm and then Nunez destroyed Holly Holm.
Nunez destroyed Holly Holm?
Yes. I'm sorry, not Nunez. I'm sorry, Nunez destroyed Miesha Tate.
Yeah. Nunez destroyed Miesha Tate, not Holly Holm, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That is true. I think that Holly Holm is better than Nunez, and Nunez can beat Miesha Tate because her skill set is better than Miesha's in the way it matches up. It doesn't match that well up with Holly Holm because Holly Holm doesn't have that good ground game, and that's how Miesha beat Holly Holm, is that she took her back and choked her out. So MMA math doesn't work in this situation. Holly Holm is better than Nunez on her feet because she has a better range, she has a better kickboxing game, and she has better footwork.
So you think Nunez, or I'm sorry, you think Holly Holm can take multiple punches from Nunez and still stand?
I mean,
She
clean
gotta
ones?
She got to land him.
Yeah, she's got to hit them. She's got to land them, and that's
You don't
where the
think she
footwork
can?
comes. That's where the footwork comes in.
Honestly, that's the fight I'd rather see than this Cyborg versus Nunez. Is Holly Holm versus
We
Nunez.
might see that next.
I'm a huge Holly Holm
Hey,
fan.
we might see that next if she beats Cyborg. Holly Holmes could be in contention for that because that weight class is brand new.
That's right. I mean, I would definitely see Holly Holm jumping up to that weight class
Well,
if Nunez wins.
she's been doing that. That's why she fought Cyborg.
Right.
Holly Holmes.
If Nunez wins, though, Holly Holm will come up there just to see that.
They never fought.
Not that I know of.
Nope, they never fought.
It's a match that you would think has happened before, but it hasn't. So, all right.
I just want to bring it back to the steroid thing one more time. 'Cause there was a really cool point that was made earlier, and I actually wrote it down before I got here.
All right. What's that?
I saw it on like a Facebook post on one of them groups or something, but it was like a picture of all of John Jones' fights that were in the UFC and him squaring up with everybody like at the weigh-ins, and it would on the opponent every time it said pop for PED, pop for PED. Not maybe not during their fight, but everybody John Jones besides DC. A lot of them have had a history of taking PEDs.
Machida?
Yeah.
Shogun.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Vitor Belfort. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's
No, but Machida just got caught.
Machida
Yeah, but
drinks his own
not-
piss.
Yeah, not when. But what about Rashad Evans? He hasn't got caught for anything, has he?
A lot of his opponents. I didn't say everyone. I mean, I might have said everyone, but I didn't mean everyone. A lot of them.
Okay.
Because like, it might have been like 9 people. He's fought like 18 people. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like a lot of the good talent that he's fought. They were notable people.
Right.
Rampage Jackson.
Right.
I don't know. I can't remember who else was on there, but
So you're saying that it works both ways, right?
and he was there pre-USADA anyway, back when it was
Okay.
whoever could.
That doesn't excuse him for taking steroids.
No, but it definitely proves a point that he's probably been doing them the whole time.
Has
and
Gustafsson got popped?
Nope.
No, he hasn't.
has DC got popped?
No, he
Exactly.
hasn't.
There's anybody that doesn't
But
do them doesn't get popped.
I'm just saying that doesn't excuse him.
I'm not saying I didn't. That's not why I brought it up.
Oh well, why did you bring it up?
They were
then?
bringing it up to say that it excuses him, but the reason why I thought it was cool is because it proves that he probably been taking them because hey, most of my opponents are doing them.
Oh yeah.
Even playing field, motherfucker. But that was pre-USADA. So then when USADA came into town, he started trying to mask it, and he probably was pretty good at it.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's got a lot of
PEDs and
connections.
steroids run rampant throughout that whole place.
Yeah, and then think
That
about it.
doesn't make it right.
He's even got the people with football side, too. Probably got football.
Oh yeah, both his brothers are in NFL, so
Yeah.
he got the good shit.
He knows he knows how to really mask that shit.
Oh, I'm sure. That's why he's only coming up with what, a picogram of steroids.
What, UFC 200, Brock Lesnar and John Jones came up with the same thing?
Say that again.
They tested positive for the same thing, right? The metabolism or whatever, metabolite, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
No, estrogen blockers. That's what they.
Oh well.
So that was John Jones's dick pill, and that was Brock Lesnar's I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
And they still let him fight too.
So did you hear that Brock Lesnar told UFC that he's not fighting?
I'd seen something about he said he's announcing his retirement.
Yeah, so we're not gonna see the UFC. We're not gonna see DC versus Brock Lesnar.
What a great waste of time that was, anyway.
But hold on. I actually even seen a post. I don't know how this might be a bullshit article, but it said if John Jones wins, he gets Brock Lesnar.
That's a bullshit article, because Brock Lesnar has to come to the table, and he's not doing that. He makes too much money in wrestling, way too much money.
We'll see how official that announcement was.
Yeah, he got paid I think it was $20 million for wrestling the last time.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But whatever. On to the next fight. We got Carlos Condit and Michael Chiesa. I really like this matchup. I think both fighters match up really well with one another. I see this going. I don't know how I really see it. I guess if I really thought about it, I think Condit's going to take him, and I think he's going to knock him out. What do you think?
Did we talk about this fight?
We did. I just want to see if you're consistently staying week to week. I have it written down in front of me, so I can stay.
What weight class is this at? 170?
Yes, this is at 170.
I think this is Chiesa's first fight at 170. He's used to cutting weight down to 155.
What do you think? Come on. What do you think, Donovan?
First round, Chiesa.
Okay.
TKO.
First round, Chiesa.
What did I say
TKO.
last week?
Last week you said it was going to decision and Condit was going to win.
So why did I say that last week? I'll have to re-listen to the episode.
I don't know. Maybe you were on some shit.
Maybe I'm on some shit now.
What do you got, Donovan?
Well, I thought maybe he would. This week I thought about it this way. I just want to explain to everybody my process. So,
Jesus.
No, last week I don't know what my process was, but I'll tell you definitely this week my process of thinking that 155, he's used to cutting a lot more weight. So now he's got less weight to cut. He's going to have that extra strength, and he's going to pop Condit. He's going to get that lucky shot. And he's going to be stronger than ever. Donovan, you have the floor.
I don't like Chiesa. I don't like him as a person. I don't like him as a fighter. I'm
you
all
know
about
him?
Condit.
Yeah, when'd you meet him?
I don't like the way his demeanor is.
Did you watch the Ultimate Fighter he was on? Is that
Yes,
what it was?
I did. I just don't like him. The only time and I hate Kevin Lee too. I'm just gonna state that out. But the only time I like Kevin Lee is when he started talking about Michael Chiesa's mom on that whole pre summer scrum, and Chiesa was like, "Don't you talk about my mama?" And I started getting up.
Hey, everybody has their trigger.
Yes, they do. Yes,
And
they
he was
do.
triggered like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he was.
But I just don't like Chiesa, so I have Condit winning. I have Condit winning definitively. Not in the first round. I definitely think it's either like Buddy's previous result that Condit will win a decision, or my stronger kind of gut hunch is that it's going to be in the second round. Condit knocks him the fuck out.
That's how I have it. Second round TKO, Condit.
And I what should we go with?
I think the majority rules here that Condit's going to knock him out in the second round, but
No.
you're saying-
For my decision, should we go with last week's or this week's?
I don't know. What are you going to do on Saturday? Are you going to pick a new discussion? A new result?
You know what? and I think this should be said.
What?
All this talk is subject to change when we watch the weigh-ins.
Yeah, that is true.
Because sometimes you see it in their eyes. You see what something. They just look unhealthy.
And the venue change from Nevada to LA will have an effect on every fighter in one way or another. It'll make them better. It'll make them worse.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. So all these picks are going off of, that they had a decent fight camp and that they're going to come in being themselves. And this is going to be a thing where fighters aren't going to be themselves. So this is going to be upset city, I think, in this fight, in this whole card, I think.
Yeah, and so I obviously I just got to keep circling back to the main event because this is a good main event. So earlier today, before we start recording, we always debate this because my most recent times I've watched the fight, John Jones versus Alex Gustafsson won before they fight on Saturday. I always said when I first watched it, I hands down gave it to Alex Gustafsson, but my heart was in it, and I was listening to the commentators, and like back then, John Jones had a hype behind him, so anybody doing anything offensive to John Jones, you were whipping his ass bad. But he hurt him, but he didn't really do too much, to be honest. Not looking back at it from different eyes, but we all decided to watch the fight and judge it, and me and Donovan had the score the same. We gave rounds 1 and 2 to Alex Gustafsson, right?
That is correct.
And then 3, 4, and 5.
Whoa. 3 and 4 definitely to Jones.
Yeah,
I didn't agree with the whole round 5 thing.
he said tied, but okay. So either way, you had to give a round. You had to pick one or the other. But fine, he gives it a draw. He gives it a draw.
Okay.
Then you got me who gave it to Jones. I gave him 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
And then you got Ricky who scores it 1, 2, and 3. Or no, 1, 2, and 4?
Yeah.
1, 2, and 4 for Alex, and 3 and 5. So he gave it to Alex.
If I think that Alex didn't do enough to sway the judges for the title, but I think he outscored John, and I think Jones did more significant damage in the overall fight. So I can see why Jones won that fight, but if we're going strictly by score, I think Gustafsson outpointed him. So this makes an interesting round, interesting second fight.
So we all are in agreement, or we all agree that this fight's going to go completely differently.
It has to. It's going to be. I think it's going to be one way or the other. It's either going to be all Gustafsson or it's going to be all Jones. I don't think it's going to be as even this time around as it was the first time.
The one thing we definitely all agree on is it's definitely not going to all 5 rounds.
Yeah, no way. I don't see it going.
It's going to be funny as shit if it does. Hold on, why are you looking like you want to change it up now?
I think it might go all rounds.
You think it's going to be an even match?
I have not heard him say that yet.
Yeah, this is new, everyone.
He's feeling real enlightened right now.
So I'm at ties here. I love both fighters. You guys have already heard me kind of support John Jones and his whole PED thing. But other than that, I really like Gustafsson for this fight. I felt like he won the first fight. Rewatching it, I felt like it should have been a draw. And I'm really hyped up for Gustafsson in the second fight. I think they've both improved a lot. And I think it's still going to go back and forth. Do I want to see Gustafsson finish John Jones? Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Do I want to see John Jones get his belt back? Yes. So, like I said, I'm at ties, but I think it'll go into the championship rounds. I think we're seeing a 4th or 5th round in this matchup.
I think we see a 4th. I don't see we see a 5th.
Look, I gotta call a hater out when I see one.
Oh shit!
My man Donovan, he was sitting there hating, talk about I'm sick of the John Jones era.
I am. I'm 100% sick of the John Jones era. But would I like to still see him win? Yes, of course. Would I like to see the Gustafsson era? 100%. I
sounds
guess
like a
you-
boring
Hold
error.
on. How many percent do we have here? Because
we're at like 500% here because
This sounds like a boring error.
Because
at
like
that
I've been
Gustafson.
telling you guys, I'm tied. I'm tied between the two guys.
so wouldn't that
love-
be 50-50? It wouldn't be 100% Gustafson and 100% Jones. I mean, that just doesn't make sense.
Okay, we'll go with 50-50. We'll go with 50-50.
Okay.
But I guess 50 to 100% want to see Gustafson knock Jones out and be done with the whole Jones area. Then we could get tired of all the hype of, oh, he's on PEDs, oh, he's on drugs, oh, he's getting suspended. Who's going to be for the title now?
It's just
we'll
so
have somebody there.
it's really messed up that this guy John Jones can do all these drugs, have all these bad incidences with people, police, whatever have you. He goes away for what,
2 years?
10 months.
Oh,
10. Well, he really went away for like 10 months. We didn't hear too much from him. And then as soon as he comes back, it's right back to the same shit. He's in the bad spotlight. He's right in for PEDs. He's getting preferential treatment. He's doing shit that he shouldn't. I just don't get it. The only thing now is that he's not lying about it. He's coming out and saying, "Oh, I don't think I did it," but he's not running from it like he was last couple years.
so much drama. It's like,
I mean, you got to think he also agreed to the VADA testing.
But no. He did not agree. He was technically forced because of what? Let's see.
Did he sign up for the VADA testing or not? Yes.
He signed up after he came up positive for this incident, but at his hearing he declined. He said, "No, I'm not gonna be part of something that I can't give you an answer," and which is ultimately saying that he's not gonna be a part of a volunteer thing. But now that he come up clean and it looks bad, oh well, I'll volunteer for the next one. Come on, man. He's just trying to clean up his act for PR. That's bullshit.
If you got USADA running up and down your throat, of course I'm going to be like, fuck you, VADA. Like, I have USADA already up my throat. But now, since all the media and everything came out, he's like, all right, fine. It's making me look bad. I'll go ahead do VADA. Now I'm getting tested twice as much. And I'm still going to go in there and attempt to whip Gustafson's ass, which I hope Gustafson beats his ass.
Now we haven't talked about this. Since this is going to be the John Jones Gustafson night, that's where it seems to be headed. What happens afterwards? So if Jones loses, all this hype and shit goes away, right? And if Gustafson wins, then we automatically say it was because Jones was on PEDs last time, and that's what happened. And now Gustafson's the man he always has been. And what if Jones wins? What do we say then? Do we keep up with the hype train that Jones is the number one guy and he's the GOAT of the lightweight division? What do you guys think?
I think that with all this drama, it seems like it very well could be a work. Even him coming up positive. It's bringing in more casual fans for one of the biggest cards of the year because it's the end of the year.
Right, of course. I mean, you're going to bring in as many fans as you can. But I've also seen a lot of social media people saying they're not getting this fight because of all this fucking stupid-ass drama. Because John Jones coming up hot again, they're like, I can't condone this. And they're saying I'm not buying a fight.
I didn't see none of that, and they're probably lying on social media. They're still going to watch the fight. Even if they watch the highlights, they're still interested in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's an interesting guy. I mean,
anyone that says they're not going to watch this fight and they're actual fight fans, they're fucking lying.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't like John Jones hardly at all.
I do.
And, I mean, he's a great fighter. I just don't like him.
He wants to save the woman from being robbed. Hours before the fight.
I remember that, but I think that had a lot to do with Greg Jackson saying, "Hey, John, stop that guy." Not, "Oh, John, look at this, Greg," and go over there and stop it. I think Greg kind of pointed him in that direction, not Jones.
Okay.
That's just my thought.
I didn't hear that much of the story. I didn't even know Greg was there.
Yeah.
Although he was out for a run and saw it, and then he drop kicked the woman by accident. I didn't hear none of this.
If there was only a video right now to see my face when Buddy said it.
John Jones drop kicking a woman.
Well, he hit a woman
Yeah,
with a car.
Yeah.
While she was in another car. She was pregnant. Her arm got broke.
I think
kid's
that's the
set for
only
life.
thing that John Jones did wrong was when he hit that car and ran from the thing. You want to talk about cocaine? You want to talk about drugs? Whatever. He's a party animal. We all know he's a party animal. Let him do his thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
more
let-
power
let
to
him
him.
all-
Just keep him away from the fucking octagon.
You
if
sound a
you're
lot
gonna
like
do
you sound a lot like Khabib. Legalize doping.
Legalize it all. Let them fight.
that. Yeah, fuck that.
They're all on steroids.
Nah, you gotta put some sport into it, man. You can't just WWE the whole thing and let them.
It'll still be a sport.
That is not no.
It'll be blood sport.
It'll be sports entertainment.
Finish them to the death.
Yeah, if he dies, right?
Fatality.
Oh, by the way, about John Jones and Alex. So the ref that was supposed to ref, Herb Dean, he's injured and he can't ref no more.
Shut up.
Well, can't ref that match.
What happened? What happened to Herb?
I don't know, but he's definitely out.
He smoked too much herb.
Oh Jesus!
But they got Yosemite Sam replacing him as the ref.
Well, at least it's not Mark Goddard.
Yeah, 100%. I was so happy when I seen it. Said, what's his name? Beltram.
Mike
Yeah.
Beltran.
Yeah, you've seen it earlier.
Yeah. Looks like your uncle.
Yeah, I had to Google who it was. I mean, I don't know all the rest by name, but that one we don't see him as much.
Right.
He's got a long mustache.
Yeah, he does. So, is any other fights really interest you guys on this card?
Yeah.
Which other one?
You got Uriah Hall fighting.
That's all the way on the Fight Pass early prelims.
Well, I'm excited to see him come back because he lost his last fight pretty bad, but he also got kicked in the balls 3 times in a row. So, let's not forget about that. I don't know who he's fighting. He's a grayed out guy on the thing, or my phone wasn't loading. But I don't know the name offhand anyway.
Some guy, Lewis, he's 5-0.
I don't know. Uriah Hall, they probably gave this to Uriah Hall to get his confidence back up. He's kind of a head case.
Yeah.
He's the guy that knocked that dude out on the Ultimate Fighter and just basically almost killed him.
Yeah.
And he kind of gets weird where he doesn't want to fight sometimes, but he's just so talented.
I mean, I like seeing a guy fight. I just thought they give him bad matchups, and he didn't rise to the occasion. I think he's one of the guys that's a better kickboxer than he is a UFC fighter.
Well, he don't like hurting people. He's not like a fighter's fighter.
Right. I mean, he's a martial artist at heart. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He just wants to.
That's the word for it. No, I mean, I was like, he's not a fighter.
Yeah, he's more of a martial artist than he is a fighter. I get that, but this is the Ultimate Fighting Championship. It's not the Ultimate Martial Arts Championship.
Exactly.
So I mean, you got to come in here with some gusto to hurt your opponent and put them out. And if not, then you need to get out of the sport.
Another interesting fight.
What you got to say, Donovan? You
I
look
know
like
Diamond's been leaning in. Go ahead.
what you got?
Alir Latifi versus Corey Anderson.
Oh my god.
That's the fight I want to see.
Why do you want to see that fight? What?
Because Latifi is awesome. Yeah, he got popped for that tainted supplement, and he did his time, and they even shortened his time for that. But since then, he's been fucking motherfuckers up, and before that, he was fucking motherfuckers up.
So do you know anything about his opponent?
Corey
Yeah,
Anderson,
100%.
I don't know nothing about him.
Yeah, he's good.
he's a little bitch.
He's good.
I don't think
Okay,
he's
he-
little. I thought he was like 6'5".
Yeah, he's still a little bitch. No, he's a good fighter too, Corey Anderson. I like him, but I definitely like Latifi. I saw a few of his fights, and I was like, man, that's the guy to see. I never think he's going to be like a top contender, but he's always going to put on exciting fights.
Who?
Corey Anderson.
Alir Latifi.
Yeah, he was talking about Latifi.
I was definitely talking about Latifi.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him being up there at the top. He's
Maybe top 10, but not a top 5
He
fighter.
reminds me a lot of Pat Barry. Latifi does.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he can knock you out.
Yeah.
Oh, he can definitely knock you out.
But
It's like a Yoel Romero, but like bigger.
if I remember correctly, we talked about this last week.
Mm-hmm.
Did I go with Corey Anderson by decision?
You did.
All right, I'll stick with that. I really feel like
Now you're remembering who you picked. I like that.
Well, no, I mean I was pretty confident about this decision anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's 9 times out of 10, Corey Anderson's going to edge him out.
He's got the size advantage. Well, not.
Corey Anderson's not a huge guy.
I thought he was like 6'5".
He's not huge. Like, he's not like.
No, but he's got the length and reach against Latifi on this, right?
Latifi's kind of smaller, though.
Thus, he has less of a reach.
But, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like. He's not over. I mean, is he 6'5", Corey Anderson?
I'm guessing. I don't really know.
I don't think he is. He's not that big, dude.
Oh, okay.
He's not a big guy. And he's not. What I mean by saying he's not huge, he doesn't. It ain't like he's like a big bulky guy.
No, he's not. He's not. Latifi has him in power. I guarantee that. He's gonna if Latifi gets a clean shot on him, he's gonna knock him in the fuck out. Latifi's got that one hit a quitter type punching.
I think he's gonna wrestle Latifi and edge him out.
That's if I was Corey Anderson, that's how I would do it too.
So I definitely have to correct myself. Ilir Latifi is actually ranked top 5 right now. He is number 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was in title contention.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and Corey Anderson is number 10. So shout out to Ilir Latifi. Keep doing your thing. I want to see you up for that title contender now.
There we go.
He was about to fight Daniel Cormier a while back.
Yeah.
Or he was trying to get that fight.
He was. Okay, I remember that.
Oh, who just got a fight with Jan Blachowicz or whatever his name is? It looks like Jan. I forgot all about that, dude. Is it
Blankowitz? Is it Anthony Smith? Are they fighting?
Yeah, I thought that's what I was thinking too.
Ooh.
That's an interesting matchup, isn't it?
That is an interesting matchup.
Yep.
Anthony Smith versus Jan Blachowicz.
But I have a feeling that the winners of Corey Anderson and Latifi are going to be technically next in line, but their DC could be fighting Jones next if he wins. So, I mean, it's a lot of weird, lineup. So maybe to keep active, whoever wins fights the winner.
I still want to see Anthony Smith and Thiago Santos fight.
That already happened.
No, it didn't. We went through this last week.
I got the other guy mixed up with it, didn't I?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Shogun.
No, he did fight Santos. He fought. No, that's Eric Anders.
Eric Anders, sorry. Yeah, you get them two confused.
No. It's so yeah, that is a good fight.
Yes. There we go. I think we did the exact same thing last week, but it doesn't matter. All right. So,
yes, that's a great fight, but he's fighting Blachowicz.
So Donovan, you got Latifi winning. Buddy, you have Corey Anderson winning, and I have Corey Anderson winning. So
How you got him winning?
I got him winning decision. I think he's going to wrestle him and keep him down.
You? Donovan?
Let's see. I'm not sure here. I'm going to have to say it's definitely going past. I'm going to say it's going to go into round 3. I think it's going to be stoppage.
Okay.
By
Ilir Latifi.
he don't want to call it like a TKO stoppage or
A submission or
No,
a
definitely
knockout?
definitely not a submission. It would be KO TKO.
Oh, okay.
Anybody can pull a submission off, man. Even if you rock somebody.
Unless it's a known jiu-jitsu martial artist, I'm definitely always going with KO or TKO.
He probably trains jiu-jitsu.
A little bit. He has to, right? He has to know what the hell he's doing on the ground.
Like I said, a known jiu-jitsu mixed martial artist. Now we're talking about the Nogueira brothers. Oh, I'm going submission all day.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going submission.
Yeah, Big Nog versus Frank Mir. Yeah, I'm going with Nog winning, huh? By submission, huh?
That's
Now,
a different.
I would do Little Nog versus Frank Mir, and I would say Little Nog wins.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Frank Mir's.
By breaking the top of his mouth.
Because Frank Mir's washed the fuck up.
Oh, that's so nasty.
You know that's what happened, by the way, right? He
Yeah.
broke the top of his mouth.
Now he's got a cleft palate. Oh God. But whatever. So, what about the next fight? Chad Mendes versus Alexander Volkanovski.
Chad Mendes.
Yeah, you think all day?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Volkanovski has a better striking. I think he's going to edge him out. I think he's going to use his reach to keep Mendes away.
Did I call this?
You did, and you're actually being consistent. I like that.
First or second?
You didn't give a round. You just said that Chad Mendes was going to win via TKO, and I said Volkanovski will win via decision.
I'm going with first round. First round TKO.
Wow. What about you, Donovan? You know anything about these two fighters?
I know Chad Mendez. He's also a favorite of mine. So I'm going to go with him. I'm not going to call it round, though.
Okay.
Donovan hates to pick the same picks as me.
I do. I absolutely hate picking the same picks as you, buddy, because every time I do, I wind up being wrong. Okay. And anybody listening, if Buddy ever picks his picks, you watch him on Instagram, and you see his picks, pick the opposite of those picks, and you will win, guaranteed.
You can't say that. Ever since we started doing this podcast, we've actually had a good go.
I'm always mid.
That's because he's second guessing his picks now.
No.
He's getting a little bit better. I'll give it to you. He's getting a little bit better.
I think he's doing more research because we're on the podcast now.
No. I'm been staying mid. I'm doing all right. Donovan has won a few times. Ricky almost won, and then I seen Donovan's thing. But hey, whatever, guys.
All right, so now we go into the prelims. What do you guys think about Andre Arlovski and this guy Harris?
Oh, Walt Harris.
Yeah, Walt Harris.
Walt Harris is a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yeah.
He fought Verdum on short notice and got destroyed. But I'm just saying, like, that's the first time we really knew his name like that. Arlovski's been weird lately. I'm going to go with a decision win by Walt Harris.
That's okay. I think that Arlovski still has it in him. I think he's going to knock him out. Bigger they are, harder they fall. What do you think, Donovan?
I don't know. Just as what we were talking about earlier, I'm just going to have to go against Buddy on this one. I'm not sure, so when in doubt, go against Buddy. And I'm going to have to say Arlovski.
So Walt Harris has 11 wins and 7 losses, and Arlovski has 27 wins and 17 losses.
I know, but Arlovski, he was talking about how, he has like a new camp and he feels better. And he came in and he got his win. But Walt Harris is younger. He's stronger.
Yeah, and I thought that going into the Arlovski Travis Brown fight, and boy was I
Travis
wrong.
Brown sucks.
He doesn't suck.
He does now, but at the time Travis Brown was on the rise, and I was like, Travis Brown's a younger fighter, he's gonna win. And Arlovski came in and put it on him. That was a great fight back and forth, and Arlovski got the win. So I'm thinking that probably the same thing's gonna happen in this fight. Arlovski's gonna jump on him and catch him and knock him clean out, because he just got that sneaky strength, that old man strength that you don't see coming.
Yeah,
but I got one last ass whooping in me.
Mm-hmm.
he fought somebody. I can't remember who it was, but like he just kept trying to wrestle the dude. Like, what are you doing? That's not what you do, bro.
Well, when you get tired, you can't throw that.
No, he said, I've been working on my wrestling. I want to do it. And he just kept going for takedown. Kept going for. Was it the 6'11" guy? I can't remember his name right now.
Stephen Struve.
Was it did he fight Stephen Struve, or was it somebody else?
I think he has fought Stephen Struve, but
I feel like it might have been somebody else. But either way, he just kept trying to wrestle, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like he's trying to like reinvent himself, and it's just not working. Like, dude, stick to your roots.
yeah, I agree. Stick with, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
That's why I went with Walt Harris, because I feel like he's kind of questioning everything about his own, his fighting.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that reasoning. So what about the next fight? I kind of like this fight, this David and Goliath kind of fight with Kat Zingano and, is it Megan or Megan?
Megan Anderson.
Megan Anderson.
Just because of where she's from.
She is so
Same
hot.
shit.
And she like 7 foot something.
I don't care.
She is a big bitch.
I chopped down them long legs.
She a big bitch.
She's got really broad shoulders too.
She's a man in disguise.
What? Megan Anderson. Oh my God. Let's see.
In a fight, she would definitely whip Donovan's ass, and that's probably what's turning him on.
Look, I ain't worried about us in the fight. Unless the fight is in a bedroom and there's a bed there and we naked. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Well, maybe you should DM her. You might actually like what you see.
I just might have to do that. I do follow her on Instagram.
Hey,
Megan Anderson
sometimes all you
at
gotta
Don Dusant. There's an underscore in between
Oh, shucks.
the Don and the Do and the Sant. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll get in your personal DMs.
You can DM them without them following you.
But I would love her to follow me.
DM her and say follow me, and then say Google me, bitch, and then slap her.
No, I would definitely want to do all that.
Yeah.
My God, look at the difference in this. Look at the difference in that. That's a huge bitch.
That's funny.
That's a huge bitch right there.
Yeah, she's tall, but she's hot. I love the hair that she has going on.
So did you see I saw a few posts today. I'm just going out of left field right now, guys. Tony Ferguson,
The weirdo
said that the fight is scheduled
between.
Khabib.
Okay.
And then
that needs to happen.
I just been seeing, because obviously that's like a good division right now. It's like a very crazy division.
Yeah, it's a stacked division, and
There's so many fights.
So much title contention.
Well, I saw something along the lines that said they're talking about Al Iaquinta, right?
Right.
And I saw a very good point made. I don't know who made it. I forgot. But and then so they were talking about how when Al Iaquinta fought Jorge Masvidal. Do you guys remember? Masvidal.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember this fight?
Mm-mm.
Yes, I remember this fight.
I don't.
So I rewatched the fight, and Masvidal fucking destroyed. Masvidal destroyed Al Iaquinta. But
Al was a different fighter back then, I think.
somehow Al Iaquinta got the nod with the judges.
Oh, is this another hometown hero kind of thing?
I don't know. This was like one of the worst robberies that's like known in his existence.
Bigger than Zach Otto, and
Probably not actually.
I was to say Zach Otto got fucking.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
and Greg Harris, I think his name was.
dude, I was on Sherdog looking at the play-by-play just to see like what because it gives you each round what the ref said.
What fight is this? What are you talking about? Which fight?
Jorge Masvidal versus Al Iaquinta.
Okay.
Every judge gave Masvidal 10-9 rounds, and then somehow it said that Al Iaquinta won by split decision. I'm so confused. I even screenshotted it, Ricky.
It sounds like somebody got bought off.
It's just weird. How does that even work? How do they reverse their own decisions?
So, with that being said, to bring it back to your original point about Tony Ferguson with Khabib, so what, you don't think that fight should go down? You think Al should get first crack?
Against Khabib?
Yeah.
No. I literally was just going. I said I'm just going off topic.
I know.
I was just
trying to keep
talking about some stuff that I was noticing today that I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Al fights McGregor. That's what happens.
McGregor ain't fighting no more.
Hey, he just signed a 6-fight contract. He needs to fight.
Why wouldn't he fight anymore?
I don't think he has a reason to fight anymore.
He got his ass whooped.
It's McGregor, dude.
It's that Irish pride.
Why you think? What's his name? Because it sounds like you're basing it off of the
Kavanaugh comment.
John Kavanaugh.
I am a little bit, in the fact that he doesn't have a reason to really do it.
But did you hear from him?
No, but you don't hear anything from him until it's fight time, and then he's talking about everybody and their brother's mother. So I mean,
he's not done because he doesn't want to be done.
But how many times have we heard a real conversation with Conor McGregor, other than trying to hype a fight? You've only heard like maybe one or two times where he's actually had a real conversation with someone. Other than that, he's always trying to hype a fight.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to hear what's actually going on in his mind about his career, what he thinks about it, what he thinks he's done. Because I'm going to steal something from Evander Holyfield. He said, it's real hard to get up and run 5 miles, 5 in the morning when you're sleeping in silk sheets. So once somebody's made it to the upper echelon like Conor has, what's the point of getting up? You did it, man. You made it. I don't like Conor McGregor. I never liked Conor McGregor and never will like Conor McGregor. I think he's a fake. I think he won the belt. I don't think he's a real champ because he never defended any of them. And I think he's overhyped completely. I think he makes people miss, and he's a great striker, but I don't think he's a complete UFC fighter. I don't think he was going to fight because he's got too much money. He's got 2 kids now. Why the hell would he want to fight? What's in it for him? He has no reason to come back other than somebody talking about him.
All right.
So Ricky, you say you don't know about Conor McGregor. You never heard the real Conor McGregor. Have you watched his documentary?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. I watched some of it because I don't particularly care for him. So
See, so he's already a hater. Start off, and he just ranted for a while. He's ranting tonight.
oh my God, I went 30 seconds on a topic. God forbid.
I was like, this boy is never gonna shut up. All I gotta say is McGregor. He's gonna fight because he wants to fight. How many times I gotta say that?
McGregor's a fighter.
He's never shown any reason that never shown that he doesn't want to fight. Literally, his actions speak that he's gonna fight. He was asking for an immediate rematch. He was asking, he just wants to get back in there.
Okay. I like I said, I could be way wrong.
You're 100% wrong.
Way wrong. I just don't see it happening. I hope he fights because I want to see him get his ass whipped again. That's what I want to see. I like seeing him get choked out, knocked out. I like seeing all that stuff. I like seeing him lose. I like seeing him tap on the ground, tap against Khabib.
I still got him beating Tony.
Who, Conor beating Tony?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think he beats Tony.
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
Nope.
I think that. I don't think he beats Khabib, and I think Khabib beats Tony.
Nope.
I think Tony beats Khabib.
Really?
100%.
Why
I
you say
definitely
that?
think Tony beats Khabib.
100%. Because
Why?
anywhere that Khabib wants to take it, Tony welcomes it, and he'll do well in those situations.
Just because you welcome something doesn't mean you're going to be good at it.
I just said he will do well. I believe he will do well. There's no changing the fact that I believe that.
Okay? I'm just saying.
But you're like, I don't think that. But I'm not.
No, because your reason behind it was that he welcomes going to the
because
ground.
when he's in those situations in past fights, he does well.
Yeah, I agree. But he ain't fought nobody like Khabib, though.
Who's Khabib beat? Still McGregor. That even McGregor's his highest caliber, and that he has no wrestling. Let's wrestle.
Who has no wrestling?
Well, whatever. You know what I
McGregor
mean.
has no wrestling.
Compared.
Yes. McGregor
Yeah.
has no wrestler. I hope that's what Buddy's
But
saying.
hold on. He
'Cause
probably
if
has
you're
more
trying to say
wrestling than most
Khabib
of us,
doesn't have any
honestly.
wrestling, you're crazy.
No. But I'm saying McGregor's probably actually an excellent wrestler compared to most people. But there's levels to this shit.
Yes, there is.
So Khabib beating McGregor the way he did,
What's supposed to happen? I agree.
it wasn't no accomplishment.
I didn't say it was.
But no, I'm saying, who has Khabib beaten that's notable?
True. I give you that. I mean,
Who?
nobody bigger than McGregor. Nobody big as Tony. He hasn't beat top 5 guys. I get that. But it's the way that he does his fights and the way he controls people on the ground, locks up them legs, and punches people's lights out.
But
I don't see
Tony Ferguson is a different animal.
what makes him different other than that he likes to go to the ground.
He's very, very dynamic in everything he does. He's different. He's awkward.
Oh yes, he is awkward.
And
There's
when
no
it comes
doubt about
to be taken down and stuff, he's more comfortable. He's gonna be looking for Khabib to be grabbing that arm to get control. Tony's gonna be ready for that shit, and he's not gonna allow Khabib to have that control. Khabib's gonna be trying to do all that stuff. He knows what Khabib's gonna be trying to do, and he's also comfortable in those positions, so he'll be able to defend them a lot better than most people.
I think the hardest thing for Tony is going to be creating space on the ground.
that. Right.
Now, with that being said, Tony's definitely going to win against Khabib. All right. Khabib has to get him to the ground first, and he has to keep him on the ground and keep that tight space. Is he excellent at keeping tight space? Yes, he is. But
He really kept that space with Pettis, though, didn't he?
With that striking and everything else going on the feet, Khabib is nowhere near on Ferguson's level as far as striking, as far as the angles that's going to come at him, as far as any of that stuff. Ferguson definitely has it there, and Ferguson likes working off his back. So if he can create even just a little bit of space, he's going to utilize it and get Khabib in a submission.
Yeah. To bounce off what he said,
Mm-hmm.
the striking strategy that Khabib used against Conor, where he had Conor confused and ready to defend the takedown.
Right.
So
That's
he
not
was
gonna
able to
work
pop
with
him.
Tony.
That's where I was saying he welcomes that kind of stuff because
Right.
Tony's not going to be
Tony
caring
will
if he
eat that.
he'll let him take him down. So basically, he'll never get inside and punch Tony in the face that well.
And Tony has way more cardio than McGregor.
Yeah.
That's not saying much. But, yeah, I get what you guys are saying. That being said, I think if Khabib is taking Tony down and controlling him, he'll win the fight. And I think that's with the consistency. I think consistency is on Khabib's side in that regard, and that's why I think Khabib will win that fight. And I look forward to it. I hope it happens really soon. I hope we see it in 2019. Did they say when it was going to be held?
No, I just seen a couple posts on Instagram or something. They could have all been like fake news type deals.
Right.
But like I said, it just kind of got me in a rabbit hole, and then I seen somebody talking about Jorge Masvidal versus Alex Quinta. That I was just literally just talking about some shit I seen today.
Oh, okay. So since we're down this rabbit hole, let's try to get back up to the UFC 232 card.
Okay.
We were talking about Megan Anderson and Kat Zingano.
Megan Anderson whooping that ass.
So you got Megan Anderson winning?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know
Not
you're-
based off of looks, off of skill. Okay, you seen her in the Holly Holm fight when she fought Holly Holm last. She lost, but it was still a good fight. She definitely has the ability to do everything. She's kind of new to the UFC and the caliber that this brings, but against Kat Zingano, it should be an easy win for Megan.
Who did Kat fight last? Do you either one of you know? I feel like she looked bad, but she was like she said she was
I'll
super
look it up real
prepared, but
quick.
then she ended up looking really bad.
Yeah, it was weird.
Kat's kind of on her way out. Megan,
Kat's like 50-50. I like Kat a lot, but she's one of those people that can
everybody likes her, but
she can be.
she hasn't done
She's
well.
either on or off, and most of the time she's off.
And Megan's kind of trying to be like she's really just starting to get a name. So
I guess you're going Megan Anderson.
probably yeah.
And I think I'm going to reverse my decision because I said decision win Kat Zingano
We
last
talked
week.
about this fight last week.
Uh-huh.
What did I say last
You
week?
said Megan Anderson by decision, and I'm saying the same thing this week. I'm saying Megan Anderson by decision. I think I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
So, so what do you got? What do you got about the next fight? BJ Penn versus Ryan Hall. I know you're pretty high on Ryan Hall.
I wouldn't say I'm high on him.
Okay, what are you saying? You're low on him?
I'm high on other things. But I'm high on him against BJ Pennis.
BJ Pennis. Right.
And
You don't think the old dog's got it in him anymore?
hold on one second. Let me just adjust my seat. It's just bothering me.
What do you got, Donovan, in this fight? BJ Penn, Ryan Hall.
Just to go back real quick, Kat Zingano just won her first fight in July since 2014. So she's been on a 3-fight losing streak until just now when she fought Marianne Reneau. I might be saying that completely wrong. Via unanimous decision, so it wasn't even a stoppage, which makes me think Megan's going to win even more. And BJ
Well,
Penn.
she did have a lot of health issues, though. I will attest to that she's had a
He'll
lot.
tell us that he's got inside information. He was living with her.
No, I wish. She can come home with me anytime. But I think now that she's got her shit together as far as health and camp is concerned, because she went around the country jumping camp to camp to camp. Now she's got a camp that she's fighting in. I think hopefully she's got her shit together and she'll beat Megan Anderson. But like I said, she is off a lot more than she's on. So maybe Megan actually beats her.
But about BJ Penn here, I'm tired of seeing BJ Penn. BJ Penn retired, came back, retired, came back again. And it seems like he's always out.
Money's always good.
I want BJ Penn to stay retired. I hope he loses this fight and chooses to retire and stays retired.
Do you know who Ryan Hall is?
Yes.
I didn't know if you knew who he was, and they were talking about. I don't remember who they are. I just seen like probably Kenny Florian, and all them, whoever, one of those podcasts.
Right.
They were talking where they're saying that when his fight first got announced that BJ Penn is looking for a fight like this where he wants to show off his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And he's fighting somebody like Ryan Hall, which is the reason why last week and this week, because I had to have done this last week. If I didn't, I'm crazy. First round submission, Ryan Hall.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Because I think if BJ Penn does actually want to show off jiu-jitsu, he's going to get caught quick.
Okay, well, now this begs the question. BJ Penn has been doing jiu-jitsu for a very, very long time. Now, in jiu-jitsu, do you get better as you get more experienced, or do you get worse because of age? What do you think?
You can only get better in jiu-jitsu.
But there's a talent issue.
It's a talent issue?
Yeah, some people are more talented and better at learning.
Okay.
Somebody might surpass somebody. You could do it for 30 years and never be as good as somebody that did it for 5 sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right. But that is where he got his nickname from. BJ Penn being called the fucking prodigy.
Yeah, but he was fighting different people. This is Ryan. You know, have you seen Ryan Hall do anything other than in jiu-jitsu?
No.
Exactly. He was fighting different people back then.
Right.
Different caliber of fighter. That's why he's not doing so well.
But then again, we're not also talking about a jiu-jitsu match. We're talking about MMA.
But
We're able to punch and strike and everything like that. And with that, I still do not have BJ Penn in this.
the only reason I brought that up because I heard that's what BJ Penn wants to do.
Now, yeah, that being BJ Penn wants to do, but what does Ryan Hall want to do? Do you think Ryan Hall wants to have that jiu-jitsu match where age isn't as much as a factor as it is standing? I mean,
I think Ryan Hall wants to win.
If I was Ryan Hall, I would try to strike the fuck out of BJ Penn because he ain't got much of a jaw anymore.
I think Ryan Hall wants to win.
Right.
So as soon as the opportunity presents himself, he'll probably end up being able to choke him out. It's just going to happen. Even if he does, I didn't say that he's just going to jiu-jitsu him. No, even if they do duke it out and he gets dropped, he's going to take his neck or whatever, or his leg or whatever he wants to take.
Right.
Because I think BJ Penn is not there no more. He don't have it no more.
So, do we have any other fights that interest us on this fight card?
The first fight of the night's pretty cool. Brian Kelleher versus who was it? I know it
Jackson.
Montel Jackson.
I don't know the first name. I just wrote down the shows how much research I've been doing.
Well, either way, I think that's going to be a pretty good fight between those two. I think they're up and coming, and they're both kind of got a little hype behind them, so they're both looking to make a name. So it should be a pretty exciting fight, even though it's like the first fight of the night. You guys might want to try and check out that fight, even if you got to go back and watch it.
So I would just pull this up. So it is Brian Kellner versus Montel Jackson. Brian Kellner is 19-9, and Montel Jackson is 6-1. So I don't know much about the fighters. Brian Kellner's the older fighter, but Jackson's the taller fighter, and he's got the bigger reach that Jackson does. So like I said, based off of those stats, I'm gonna go with Jackson. And
they're trying to give this fight to Jackson.
Okay.
I think was he on the fighting series or whatever?
The Contender Series?
Something like it. Yeah, he might have been on that or something. There's a reason why I know his name and vaguely remember his fights.
Right.
Like if I seen him, I would start to remember him. I can't like just tell you word for word what happened on each one of his fights I've seen. What?
You want to look?
No. I'm just saying like they're they're promoting him a little bit
Right.
because I know that he hasn't had many fights in the UFC. Anyway, Brian Kelleher, I remember his fights too. He's not there yet, on main card level. But I think this is possibly gonna make both of them, put them both in a higher rank.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
this definitely is going to build their stock either way.
Both of them, I think they're both going to go for it.
You think?
I that's what I was saying. I think that these guys are both kind of up and coming, and I think that kind of like you said, he's going to feel like everybody's against Brian. Brian's going to feel like everybody's against him, so he's going to really want to go out there and prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to let this younger guy who's taller, got longer reach. He ain't going to let him show him, that. And then he's like, hey, I got everything, on my side. I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. So and I think they both want to build a name, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited for that fight, even though it's like the first fight of the night.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm excited for that whole card. That whole card's great. It's a great way to end the year. I'm glad they didn't cancel it. It's going to be a nice Saturday to end off the year, and I ain't gotta go to work on Monday either. So
I'm working Saturday and Sunday.
ooh, that's tough.
Fuck it,
Yeah,
double time.
that's right. Hey, get that money, honey. Something that I just seen on my phone. It's kind of related, but not really.
Dicks.
Wow, you gonna go like that? Okay.
Every time he opens his phone, it's just there. This is his background picture, guys.
Just a big old bag of dicks.
Look, every time you say dick, he smiles. Is there something behind that? I think so.
It's like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, fuck both of you motherfuckers.
So anyway, go ahead.
So this ESPN deal, right, with UFC.
Yeah.
Have you figured out where you get this ESPN Plus app? Because I haven't.
I told you, I think it might be a cable thing.
Well, I looked into that, and now I have Fios. So Fios is having a real hard time negotiating with Disney for the rights to view all their stuff. So as of this moment, as of today, Disney and Fios do not have a deal set, and their contract is up at the end of the year. So on January 1st, there will be no ESPN, there will be no Disney Channel, no ABC on Fios at all. So
Really?
Yeah, I just got an email from Fios saying that, and it sucks, but so I'm hoping that they do some type of streaming app or something so I can still watch UFC fights, because I would hate to have to get new internet and go to Comcast just because of fucking Disney. Fucking Mickey Mouse bullshit. Literally.
ESPN Plus is a subscription within the ESPN app.
Within the ESPN app.
I believe so. It just from researching a little bit as you were talking.
Wow. Why couldn't you do this last week? Save me a whole bunch of trouble.
So anyway,
So we're going to have to stream it through ESPN Plus to see these UFC fights? Is that what's going to happen? Or you don't know yet?
they're not. A lot of them are going to be on like ESPN 2 or whatever the hell. I seen what's the name talk about. So it's not all just going to be on ESPN Plus. They're going to do some on the app, someone, all the fight things are doing this.
Okay, yeah, because I mean,
Bellator having one fight on cable, one fight on. It's just going to be weird.
yeah,
We'll have to figure it out.
yeah, pay-per-view's dead, and they're just trying to get our subscription money. Gonna 1099 us to death. But I'm looking forward to UFC on ESPN. And are you guys gonna be doing any of that? Watching Ariel's MMA countdown on New Year's instead of watching any other New Year's stuff, or are you guys going out for New Year's?
I don't think I've ever watched those countdowns.
Oh, really?
Never. Especially
Ricky,
my adult years.
You know me. What do you think my answer is?
Oh, well,
Hey.
you're going out. You're going somewhere.
Last year,
Wherever the girls are, you're going.
no, last year we all met up over at Clancy's,
Oh, yeah.
And Zach cried. One of my friends, one of the Zachs, he cried all night, got drunk, and just cried and cried and cried. He was begging Donovan not to steal his girlfriend.
Oh my God.
His girlfriend wasn't even attractive.
Hey.
I wasn't even trying to steal his girlfriend.
I was gonna say that does not matter with you.
First of
in
all,
a couple drinks.
I hope if you guys are listening, my bad.
If you guys are listening, I don't care.
I mean,
It is what it is.
yeah, at this point,
Shout-
It is what it is.
Shout out to
Hashtag
Max
blessed era.
Holloway.
and
The best is blessed, baby.
and God forbid you guys go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey,
They have a new staff now. It's
we're not
okay.
even allowed in Buffalo Wild Wings because of Ricky.
Because of me, no. Because of Donovan done
Look.
went through every waitress at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
it
but
ain't had nothing to do with me
he-
yelling at some bartenders.
Look, Donovan was nice to the people. Ricky makes motherfuckers quit. He puts a dad voice on, says it with his chest, and scares motherfuckers.
I haven't done that in a long time.
We haven't went out in a long time like that.
Yeah, well, 2 kids will do that to you.
No, I just meant like the Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not huge on that anyway.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess I ain't got nothing else, guys. What you got? Got anything else?
Yeah, we're talking about hashtag blessed era.
Oh shit.
What about Max Holloway going up to 155? He can also fight Conor or Alaquinta.
I don't know, man. I want to see it. I just want to see it. I like that the fact that Max has defended his championship. I want to see Max be Max and stay at 145. I don't want to see him go up to 155.
All right.
The division's it's cluttered with enough fucking people.
Translation.
What?
He wants Jose Aldo to redeem himself because he got beat by Max Holloway twice.
Oh God.
Not once, but twice.
Fuck all y'all.
Twice.
Motherfuckers.
That's the reason why he wants Max Holloway to stay at 145.
Jose Aldo will be champ one day. He will.
He's got to go through
be three-time champ.
Moicano. That's
He
a tough matchup for
He
him.
has
dude.
been champ.
Twice.
And now, as I just said, he's a has-been.
Wow. Wow.
Has-been champ.
Wow.
Look,
Previously. He
yeah.
could be the gatekeeper
Yeah,
now.
that's what Jeremy Stevens thought, and then he got
He
hurt.
could be the gatekeeper,
Yeah.
but he won't be the champion.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's got a hard matchup with Moicano. Whatever.
I think he beats Moicano.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, but as far as 55 is concerned, I mean, let all that clutter dissipate and let an actual champ emerge. I mean, Khabib's the champ, but that's contested at the moment. So let all the interim belts go away, and let's just have a real champ. And
All
then
the interim belts did go away.
no, because isn't Tony still
Nope.
interim champ?
Nope.
No.
That
That
got
got
stripped.
stripped immediately.
Oh, all right. Well, then fuck. All right. Well, all right. That shuts me up. Well, I mean, with I want to see Khabib and Tony fight, and then who else is fighting? Conor and Dustin. Dustin still's got to get his shot. Al's got to get his shot, and then Max will get his shot. I think. Right.
Okay, so let's just put it out there. Holloway called out DC. Let's just let's go.
Yeah, he wants
Let's
to be
go.
best pound for pound. But my ass is getting numb, guys. I'm about done on this. What do you
Right.
guys think?
I'm done too, brother. It's a good night.
Follow-
Dum 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 dum.
Thanks
Follow
for-
our boy Donovan.
What? How can people get a hold of you, Donovan?
All right, guys. I'm gonna do the cliche shout out here. Here we go. Follow me Instagram, IG at Don Dusant, DON_DU_SANT,
There you go.
and I'll be on there. See you guys later.
That's what's up. What about us, buddy? Where can people get a hold of us?
It's on Instagram at MMA_Marks.
There.
And then, find us on Facebook, YouTube, any podcast app.
That's right.
And you can ask us anything you want or
As always, on Anchor and Pocket Cast, Stitcher, Apple iTunes, Spotify, the whole nine. But check us out, man. And as for that, I'm Ricky.
I'm Buddy.
And I'm Donovan.
We're out. See ya.